Hello, I'm Helene and welcome to Cabin Fever Crochet on this rainy November afternoon. It's a little bit chilly, a little mild. Thought we could all come outside together for a few minutes while I can still get out here before it gets too cold. Have a little relaxation and distraction time while I show you a couple of things. I finished my KnitCrate project. I want to show you that, and then I will have a tutorial for it coming up down the road. But I'm just so thirsty right now, so I brought tea, I couldn't decide, and a LaCroix sparkling water, and it turns out to be a green theme today, I guess. But here is one for you if you would like that. Do you get thirsty when it rains? I just find more so, I just can't seem to quench my thirst. And here are some Andes mints, if you would like those. Little chocolate, dark chocolate outside with a mint center. They're quite tasty. Brought those out for you. So anyway, last weekend, my husband, otherwise known as Mr. Fever, I guess that's what we'll call him now, unless we come up with another name. Any suggestions? Oh my, that's hot. Whew. Okay, so anyway, started to say, last weekend my husband and I went to an estate sale. He wanted to look at tools, and he showed me on the Facebook page that there was a spinning wheel and all types of accessories. A hand carder, a drum carder, at least 6 or 7 different spools and some bags of roving yarn to go with it. It was a pretty amazing setup. So we drove down there and didn't know that the sale had started the day before. So it was an older home in the city. As soon as we walked up and walked in, such a nice energy in there, and just looking around, I could see that the woman who had passed away, she looked like a really neat person, and just to me, it's so special and honored to be there and pick up some of the things that she had and lovingly used and collected, and just getting a little glimpse and idea of her personality. And then as we were walking around, we heard other people saying, neighbors and people that knew her, and said, yeah, she was a really neat lady. Seemed like someone that I would have liked to have gotten to know. So I picked up a few things, but the spinning wheel and all the accessories had already sold the day before, and I hope it went to a really good home. And I picked up a few things myself that were left. Before I get into it though, I do want to show you my finished piece. Okay, so this is the October 2020 KnitCrate with the chunk yarn, which has the 18% cotton core that I showed you, and then the air spun wool around it. Unusual yarn. I received a color that other than what I thought I had ordered. So I'm going to leave the link below for that review and demo if that's something that you would like to check out and haven't already. But here we go, ta-da! And then I will, I've been saying that lately, ta-da! Since I have a green theme and a solid color, I thought this would be a good time to show you. And the yarn went surprisingly a lot farther than I expected. I thought 2 hanks were going to be used up, and it only took 1, and maybe just a little bit from the other. And then I used the Vita Lana alpaca from a couple of years ago to do a trim on that, just to give it a little more life and personality. And I went through my button stash, and then my husband had picked these up at a yard sale a couple of years ago, and I saved these for something extra special. And they seemed to me that they are Bakelite, one of the first plastic that was developed. But I thought that they are really neat and special, and it has the patina around it, and because of the sound and the weight, I'm pretty sure that's what they are. And I loved the center portion, so I thought that went so well with the bronze and then the deep brown inside that go great with the brown. and brings it together. Although the two colors, you know, the alpaca that I trimmed it in, yeah, I made this a little bit too tight, but I have an idea for that. But anyway, you know, this is definitely more olive, or it is olive. So I don't know, what do you think? Do you think these go together? There's a pretty enameled kind of a chartreuse green button that Hobby Lobby has, and I might pick that up and then just put one button on, but I really like these together still. Anyway, I think it kind of works, and in person, the lighter color comes through. I don't know. I guess it depends on what I'm wearing. But anyway, I'm going to try it on. Just pop it over the head. And I just kind of winged it and made it up as I went. And it's very easy, and you cannot see it so well, but I added a ribbed border. It's hard to see because the buttons are so big and the yarn is so dark, but when I do the tutorial on that, I'll do it in a different color so you can really see that. Anyway, I wanted something nice and tall for when it gets quite cold and I can bring it up high, and that's why I'm thinking what I might do is slip stitch this edge together and then do one more slip stitch all the way around and then across the top and down into the inside. It's going to make it just a little bit taller. And then what I can do too, center that, when I go into a store or whatever, I can, or if I'm inside, you know, building, I can just pop the collar down, or if I need to breathe a little bit. And it's easy to do, and because of the ridge that's created on the inside, it gives a nice area to fold over for the collar, so it stays in place, or it stands up, or if you just want to pop the back end up a little bit and leave that semi-folded, you can do that too. All right, so onward to my finds. Now, I looked at the books, and I really enjoy vintage books and just vintage anything really, but the books were not quite anything I wanted to bring home because they were really musty, so I didn't get those. But I've been interested in spinning, and my dear friend gave me a drop spindle for my birthday this summer. I decided to get a little more to play with, and I picked up a couple of other things as well. So this bag, see if I can show you without the glare, it is over 1.5 pounds, and it is so soft. Oh, wish you could feel that. It is just absolutely soft to the touch. Beautiful tonal gradations, and it's gorgeous gray, and going back to a gray brown even. And this one, these were the original bags, and then I put them into a fresh bag. This is Ashland Bay Corriedale Cross wool, and she purchased this from Paradise Fibers, which is a specialty yarn shop, and it is huge. And I did a tour of that some months back, and we'll leave the link below for that as well if you would like to check it out and haven't seen that one yet either. But this is just amazing, and I absolutely love the colors. Okay, and the next bag is a little over 8 ounces, and this one is gray merino, 23 microns, and my understanding is that the quality of the wool is based on the micron. So it's gray merino and silk. Is it Tussah? T-U-S-S-A-H, silk. And it is just so super soft. And then it said on this one, it is a luxury yarn and sells for $25 for 4 ounces. And this is over 8 ounces. And it is and it says that it is hypoallergenic and it's really good for people with sensitive skin, which would be me. So I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Kind of matches my hair. Not that I think that's so gorgeous, but I think this is. And it's funny, I've never really been into gray tones so much, but it's quite beautiful and could easily be mixed with something else also. And then there was a wooden spool, and they said, oh, just give that to her, because I think it might actually go with this one. I'm not for certain. They were together in the same bag, so they told me to take that. Anyway, then they gave me another little bag of some type of kind of woolly wool in a neutral color, all for spinning. And that could be blended with a softer yarn also. And I just might, I'm not sure, I might donate those or just hang on to it and see. And then another little leftover from something, and that's very woolly wool, so I'll for sure donate that one. And then I poked around a little bit more, like bags everywhere. Bags, and it's chilly. I have my slippers on. There. Aren't they fun? Cute. The little pom-pom on the side. These are Vionics, by the way, V-I-O-N-I-C. They have built-in orthotics. They're great. Love them. Love them. Live in them. And then I looked underneath the table. I'm like, what's this? And I found a yarn winder for like $2. It's KnitCrate, and I do have a ball winder. But I kind of like having backups sometimes, so I might either keep this or give this one away. I don't know. But the only thing is I brought out the one that I have to show you the difference. And I thought, oh, maybe that's a larger size, which would be good because mine just goes for standard like 3.5 to 5 ounce skeins. But it says on KnitPicks that this is the standard size. However, the center portion, as you can see, is a little bit longer on the KnitPicks, and the base is definitely wider. So I'm thinking that could accommodate maybe more easily a bulky yarn or a larger skein or hank. So I might give that a try. The only thing that I don't like and I'm concerned about is this top piece is not removable, such as the spindle is on mine, which is Laces ball winder too. Okay. And I did a review and demo on this along with my Yarn Swift. So, things that I mentioned, I'm just going to leave links below. So if you want to check it out, you can. It's one of my earlier, probably a little overly long videos, but you can always kind of fast forward or watch the whole thing if you like the more in-depth stuff. But I'll give this a try and see. It feels really smooth, but because it's not removable, if the working yarn that you're spinning flies off the end, then it can easily get hung up inside around the bar, the base in there, and without it being removable, there's no way that you can get it undone without cutting it. So I'll get back to you on that and let you know. So that's all the yarn related stuff, and I got all of that for $10. $10. That's right. Oh yeah, and a shout out. Hey, there's a new kid on the block, the Needling Hooker. He has a few really nice videos up, fun graphics and editing. He has a very pleasant voice, easy to listen to. From what I've seen of his work, he seems extremely talented. So I hope you will all go over, check him out, say hello, give him a little love. Let him know Helene sent you over here at Cabin Fever Crochet. I don't give shout outs too often, but thought that I would like to at least tell you about Tom. Whew, now I'm getting warm. Hot, cold, hot, cold. It got my mind. All right, well, I think I'm going to have one of these mints now myself. Okay, well, take care, everyone. I hope you enjoyed spending a little time with me. I sure did with you, as always. Okay, well, take care. Try not to burn myself this time, all right? And until next time, stay well, stay safe, and cheers.